Her books are regularly on the New York Times bestseller list, and she has a new suspense novel that just hit bookstore shelves earlier this week. The queen of suspense, Mary Higgins Clark, is joining us this morning from New York City. Welcome to the show.
Hello, Michelle, and thanks for having me.
So what's the storyline for your new book, Daddy's Gone A-Hunting?
Daddy's Gone A-Hunting begins with a family complex, a furniture complex, blowing up, and it turns out that the daughter of the owner was there at the time, and so was a disgruntled employee. And now she is in a coma and being accused of setting the crime, but other crimes show up when there is a sinkhole, and there is the skeleton of a girl who's been missing for 28 years, and there is the notebook of another young girl who's missing. So the one crime quickly turns into 3 different crimes, and then the book gets going.
It sounds like it's already gotten going. All right, well, you've written more than 30 suspense novels. What does it take to be so prolific?
Well, you know, I love to write. People say, why don't you give up? But why give up what you love doing? And I wouldn't know what to do with myself. Actually, that book was turned in, this present one, was turned in early January, and I haven't written in these 3 months. And now I'm absolutely frantic to get back to the computer again and get to that point where I start that first line, because I've already got it in my head, and I can see the person who's saying it and what she's doing, and she's become so real to me that I want to know her better, and I want to join her.
It sounds like it's truly a calling. What's the feeling like when you finish writing that book, especially when you know this is really good?
Oh, well, of course, it's like having a baby. You know, I have 5 grown children, obviously. But, you know, when you're pregnant, you don't smoke and you don't drink, and you eat the right foods, and you see the doctor, and you do all the exercises, and then you pray God you have a healthy baby. And it's the same thing with the book. You do the best you can, you get the best characters you can, you get the best storyline you can, you write and rewrite and rewrite and rewrite, and then when the baby is born, you think, oh gee, I hope people like my baby and think it's cute.
And they think it's
cute. It never
cute.
changes.
Never changes.
You never take it for granted.
So where do you get your ideas from? Do you dream about your characters, or does someone inspire a character?
It's a subject. I get the DNA of a book from something I read in the newspaper. And I think, well, for example, a few books ago, it was that a boy had left his college dormitory when he was 21 and had not been seen for 37 years. But every year on Mother's Day, he phoned, and his mother knew it was he at the end of the phone. She could just hear him breathing into it. And I used that as the DNA of a book, a couple of Where Are You Now, it was called. So it's always something I read in the paper. Where Are the Children was based on the true case, that was the first one, of a young woman accused of the deliberate murder of her 2 children. And I turned it around. I thought, suppose an innocent young mother is found guilty of the murder and then gets out of prison, remarries, and 7 years later to the day, the children of her second marriage disappear. So I don't write about the true case. I write about the suppose this happened after that true case happened. And that's what I've been doing ever since.
Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. The book is Daddy's Gone A-Hunting, a great read. Let's toss things over to Michael.